Hello and welcome to my channel. So today we're going to talk about Kevin Samuels and the beautiful celebration of life that some of the most prominent YouTube influencers put together to commemorate Kevin's birthday, which was March 13th. If you haven't watched the video already, I'm going to give you a recap on what I saw when I watched the video. If you don't know, I was definitely a fan of Kevin Samuels, and I can't wait to give you guys this recap, and I hope you'll take the time to watch the entire video for yourself on his channel. Here, you will see Kevin's best friend, Jeff. He gives the viewers a quick synopsis of how him and Kevin met. Jeff was one of the people KS called on for many things. He recalled meeting Kevin for the first time and how he thought Kevin was direct, cocky, and full of himself. After getting to know Kevin, he saw that Kevin was very humble and how much of a hard worker he was, along with how he wanted to help others. Jeff said KS believed in himself, he loved people, and wanted people, especially men, to do better. And I think that's what he did. Here you have Dennis Berlin. He talked about how honored he was to spend time with KS on his last birthday. Dennis also talked about the impact KS made on the world. And if you don't know, Dennis had given up on Western women, but Kevin played an intricate part in helping Dennis meet a great woman, and they became engaged. Next, I'm going to share with you some videos that he showed at a party. So as you can see, Kevin is turning up for his birthday, and he is definitely surrounded by some beautiful women. But one thing about this is Dennis said that no one even knew it was Kevin's birthday. He was pretty quiet about it, but a regular celebration, a regular hangout turned into a birthday celebration for the Godfather. I'm loving it. And as you can see, here's more of the birthday celebration and Kevin letting his guard down and just having a good time. And here you have O'Shea Duke Jackson. He talked about how Kevin helped black creators along with give black men a source of identity. He says Kevin gave them the confidence to be successful, to be somebody and have a source of identity, along with ways to control their image. O'Shea doesn't feel that Kevin got enough credit for that, nor did he feel that Kevin got enough credit for bringing men and women together. And I can agree with Kevin or O'Shea. I don't believe Kevin got enough credit for that either. Anton Daniels shared some of his experience with KS. He was thankful to be friends with Kevin and doesn't believe his spirit will ever die. The biggest thing Anton said that he learned from Kevin was work ethic and how working hard will get you to a place you are striving to obtain. Okay, let's talk about mediocre tutorials and review, or MTR. He started off with a joke about Kevin. Kevin at that moment looking down at his feet and seeing MTR wearing a pair of Jordans. He went on to say, hey man, it takes a little time. I know you don't want me to wear it in the J's, but I'm gonna get it together. I got some shoes coming. But anyway, after making that joke, he talked about, of course, Kevin and the impact that he had on his life. MTR went on to say that KS' continued impact will live on. He says Kevin knew who he was, understood his purpose, and understood what made him happy in life. And one thing MTR said is that there are a lot of men in the world who don't know their purpose. But one thing about the Godfather is he knew his purpose and he lived in his purpose as well. Okay, now here you have the lead attorney, TLA, my guy, and he talked about how Kevin changed so many people's lives along with his own. I mean, are we surprised how many lives Kevin changed? I'm not. I mean, you're going to continue to hear this. Well, anyway, TLA talked about meeting Kevin, He talked about the $1 Apple Pay that Kevin sent, and when he asked what was it for, Kevin said that was a retainer fee, meaning that now he was a client under TLA, and that was where Kevin began to open up because he knew then they had that confidentiality due to the retainer fee. I mean, Kevin, he was just awesome. But anyway, TLA went on to say that Kevin was about his business. He taught him about content creation, life, manhood, and more. He also talked about this caption that says, "It continues." It was a caption that KS placed over their picture. And he said that Kevin was right. It continues through so many people. And once again, I agree. What about you? Okay, guys, if you're still with me, I want to take the time to say thank you. So now we're going to talk about Obsidian. He's the guy on the right, and he didn't show his face at all. So Obsidian started off by saying he acknowledged Kevin by Saint Kevin. He and Obsidian talked almost every day. Kevin played a part in Obsidian changing his clothing style, and Obsidian went on to say that Kevin was kind and generous. And he was dismayed and still dismayed at how distractors reacted to Kevin's passing. Obsidian did not show his face, and I think it was because he didn't want others to see him in an emotional state. And as I listened closely, I could hear Obsidian's voice tremble. Yeah. And here is Jeff, your style OG. He started off talking about Kevin's impact on the world and how he wanted to bring people together. Jeff says he was still in disbelief at his passing, and he wanted to share to the women how much Kevin loved them. And once women got past what they called the tone and hear the message, they would definitely know that. And for me, I never had a problem with his tone. I never had a problem with his message. Okay, so here I'm going to show you two images of videos that were also played in the commemoration of Kevin for his birthday. And this is Melanie King. I watched this live as well. I pretty much watched all of Kevin's lives for over a year that I did follow him. But anyway, in this video, he was really patient with her. She continued to try to convince him that men and women were 50-50 and all this partnership and all this crap, but KS was really he was really patient. And then this one is an image of Nicki Minaj when she came on his live as well. For me, I felt like she was really rude to him, but again, my man, he kind of let it go, I think, because of her celebrity status or whatever. But I felt like she was really, really rude and would disrupt him when he was talking. But again, he didn't really match her energy, and I think it's because of who she was. Okay, so for time's sake, I'm just going to go through this really, really quickly. So this was Miss Country Bumpkin. She got on there, and he went off on her because she had the nerve to think that men only wanted women for their money. Okay, here you have Andre 3000, and again, you have to watch the video to get the humor from it. She really got on Kevin's nerve. He lost his patience with her, but at the end, he was really trying to help her. He told her to seek therapy and tried to give her some sound advice, but she didn't want to hear it. Now, this lady here, oh my gosh, it was apparent that she didn't know KS. She was not familiar with him. She kept asking questions with a question and asked him if he had woman issues. And one thing, if you were a fan and you watch his content, you knew that he would match your energy a lot of the time. And this lady right here, he matched her energy to the fullest. This was one of the funniest videos that I've seen of him. And when I tell you he mocked the crap out of her, he mocked her. He said he wasn't sure if to call her a him or a her with that strong ass jawline. And then he went on to compare her to and say that she was Evelyn Champagne King's oldest sister. Again with a strong jawline. But to top that off, oh my gosh, Kevin said this lady looked like Jigsaw. He said she looked like Jigsaw with Rick James' hair. Oh man. And eventually he disconnected her from the show, and then he just started mocking her. I'm going to show you a video next of him doing this without the sound. You're going to see in this video how Kevin was showing us a picture of Jigsaw and how he was hysterically laughing at what he was saying. Again, if you watch the tribute, which I'm going to leave the link in the description and in the comments pinned, Kevin was laughing so hard at this lady to where every time I see this video, I laugh hysterically because it was so funny. I mean, just look at how he was laughing about this. It was hilarious, guys. I mean, this man was just wilding out that particular night. He laughed so hard. Now, here are just some pictures of videos that they actually showed or played in the tribute. This was before he got his fabulous studio, but he always was showing men fragrance, fashion, shoes, everything he could do to teach men to change their outer appearance as well as their inner. And he would give them the latest trends, as you can see, on sunglasses and everything else. I mean, KS did everything that he could to help men across the world, not just black men, but men across the world. And drum roll, please. So this is it, guys. This is the video, or the image from the video that made Kevin go viral. Again, you need to take time to listen to these videos. Click on the link that I'm going to provide for you guys. Well, anyway, if you don't know, this is a young lady from North Carolina. She had a successful 6-figure business, a dog, and 1 son. She called in on disagreement day, but she didn't have a disagreement. She wanted to talk to Kevin about ways to find a man, and she was very rude to Kevin. She was very rude and disrespectful to his platform. He definitely used her as a teachable moment, and this teachable moment took him over to going viral. And it was the beginning of him becoming the successful man that he became. And if you don't know, Kevin was not in the mood to go live this particular night, but due to his work ethic, he went live, and I'm glad he did, because this is the video that gave him visibility to people all over the world. So yeah, please take time to watch these videos as well. So if you're still rocking with me, I want to say thank you for watching, and I hope you were thoroughly entertained. I hope you learned from this, and I hope you take the time to watch the video, where the link is going to be pinned in the comments along with in the description. And here from the Samuels family, they want to thank you guys and everyone for your words of thoughtful prayer, your kind words, your thoughtful prayers, and everything that everyone has done. They also want to let you guys know that any donations that are given, the proceeds will rightfully be distributed to the Samuels family, in which I know KS would be grateful, thankful, and honored that you guys are still continuing to support him and his family. And key takeaways from this is that Kevin's spirit will live, and he has definitely helped a lot of people.